It has been a week where some took their certificates of return and others got their party's mandates to serve in the corridor, where some were called to serve and others served to quit. The carpets between the major parties seem to be wearing thin due to the sheer number of members or ex-members crossing from one side to the other. In Osun, the governorship contest may seem over, but the contestations rumble on. What is the meat of the matter? Also on Political Update today, massive mobilization for voter registration, but what may be the barrier hindering a certain segment of society? These and more in a moment. I am Fisayo Gunfui. Welcome. This week, the All Progressives Congress formally presented former Governor of Borno State, Senator Kashim Shettima, as the vice presidential candidate of the party in the 2023 general elections.
After the June 8, 2022 APC presidential primary that produced Bola Ahmed Tinubu as the party's presidential candidate, the much anticipated presentation and endorsement of Kanuri-born Kashim Shettima was next in APC's bid to retain its tenancy at the Aso Rock presidential villa. It was a unanimous submission by stakeholders here that difficult moments require strong people, hence the Tinubu and Shettima candidature in order to bring succor and sustain the gains of the APC-led government beyond 2023.
To our great party, the unity of purpose, the togetherness for success is what we believe in and is what we do. To use our diversity for prosperity and not an instrument of division.
We are in no doubt that as life has found every competent, patriotic, supporting. Kashim Shettima is going to offer honest, sincere, independently verifiable advice that will put to the betterment of our country.
The national chairman of APC, Abdullahi Adamu, says the team represents the wishes of the more than its 40 million members.
As Waju Bola Tinubu is the man who has also thrown his arm around every tribe in Nigeria. He has offered his shoulders for those in pain to lean on.
The vice presidential candidate gave assurances that he will be a leader for Nigerians, not ruled by sectionalism.
I don't intend to be the vice president to represent members of the Islamic faith. No. The Sultan of Sokoto is capable of doing that.
With the official unveiling of the vice presidential candidate of the All Progressives Congress, and as the party gets set for campaigns ahead of the 2023 election, the unanimous decision here is that Nigerians should see the team as one that will not discriminate against any religion or tribe.
Senator Kashim Shettima has since been received by President Muhammadu Buhari, who expressed the hope that his party retains the tenancy at the Aso Rock presidential villa beyond 2023.
President Muhammadu Buhari received the APC vice presidential candidate shortly after being unveiled by the leadership of the party and presidential candidate Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. The president expressed delight with the choice of the former Borno State governor as vice presidential candidate, expressing strong optimism that the APC ticket will emerge victorious in 2023. He applauded Senator Kashim Shettima for his consistency in the party, finishing well as governor for 2 terms, keeping touch with his base and maintaining support to his successor in office. The vice presidential candidate thanked President Buhari for his empathy, support and positive role, leading to his emergence as running mate to the APC presidential candidate Asiwaju Bola Tinubu.
We owe him a debt of gratitude. He deserves to be celebrated, and we are here to celebrate him and essentially to thank him most sincerely from the bottom of our hearts. And he has given us his word that he will campaign vigorously for the ticket for us to cruise home to victory.
Senator Shettima promised that his vice presidency will not be for the troika of Hausa, Fulani and Kanuri, but for all Nigeria, irrespective of ethnicity, religion or geographical place of origin.
We are not coming into government to represent the Muslim or the Christian faith. We are the Nigerian dream team that will catapult the country to a higher pedestal. We are the Nigerian dream team that will redefine the meaning and concept of modern governance. We are the Nigerian dream team that will continue from where the president is going to stop and take us further.
So they have nothing to fear.
There is no cause for alarm. We are one people with a common destiny. What is important is the Nigeria project.
Its integrity and personality are never in doubt. He has one very important character that is not known to many. He's a true Nigerian. He loves Nigeria, and then he has the intention to unite the entire nation. That is one of his character. He doesn't want to discriminate anybody because of his religion or because of his ethnicity. So I think at the end of the exercise, Nigerians will be happy to have somebody like him. Because when he was leaving office, he entrusted the body of Khan to my humble self that I should treat them very well. And I hope he will replicate what he did at the state level, at the federal level.
Apart from Governor Zulum, the vice presidential candidate of the APC was also accompanied on the visit by the Minister of State for Agriculture, Mustapha Baba Shehuri.
Also this week, Osun State Governor-elect PDP's Ademola Adeleke and the Deputy Governor-elect Kola Adeosi received their certificates of return at the INEC State Headquarters to Osun State. INEC Supervising National Commissioner in charge of Osun, Oyo and Ondo, Professor Kunle Ajayi, presented the certificates.
The governorship election has come and gone, but the certificate of return confirms that Ademola Adeleke and his running mates have been duly elected as the next governor of Osun State. The joyous occasion afforded the governor-elect Ademola Adeleke the opportunity to appreciate the people of Osun State and God Almighty for his victory at the polls. Adeleke also reaffirmed unflinching commitment to his campaign promises.
This victory would not have been possible but for the goodwill of the patriotic men, young and old. I am overwhelmed by your love and support, and I do not take this trust you have bestowed on me for granted.
INEC National Officer in charge of Osun, Oyo and Ondo assured Nigerians that the Commission will not rest on its oars in sustaining the temple of success recorded during the off-season elections as the general elections hold in 2023.
I would like to thank every stakeholder that contributed towards the successful conduct of this election, from the National Peace Committee to our developmental partners.
With the presentation of certificate of return to the governor-elect, the transition committee is expected to be set up for a smooth handover to the new administration on November 27th.
Well, in the midst of the congratulations and encomiums, the governor-elect has taken some time to focus on the current administration in the state. A statement from the governor-elect says, attention, quote, attention has been drawn to the unwholesome criminal activities by some government officials and appointees of the current governor directed towards pilfering of state assets, conversion of public assets into private ownership, illegal awards of licenses, and incurring superfluous loans and expenditure. Well, joining us on the program from our Ibadan Network studio is the Chief Press Secretary to the Governor of Osun State, Ishmael Omipodan. Now, first, have you congratulated the winner yet?
We are still studying the result of the election, and once we are done with our review, we'll take the next step.
Okay, if you listen to that introduction, some allegations have already been leveled against the current administration in the state. What is your reaction to this? Just about 4 days or 5 days, you have already been accused of so many things.
Happy that you also echoing the fact that it's just about 4 or 5 days after the election. First and foremost, you need to do a background check of my principal, the governor of the state, very well. Somebody who had governed the state for 3.5 years plus now, didn't prefer in the last 3 years, didn't prefer